Yesterday when I was at work, my phone Twitter was blowing up with a lot of One Piece content. I was like, oh, it's probably just 1052 spoilers. But then when I actually looked at it, I saw like Oda was going on break, and I was like, oh, okay, it won't be that long. It's for a month, so that sucks, right? I know Oda needs his breaks, and I support him. Because like there's a lot of manga out there. The authors like they work their butts off, especially those that do it weekly. Not saying like monthly and bi-monthly and all of them don't as well, but like getting something out weekly at like a high level is impressive in my opinion. Um, I believe the JJK manga author has gotten ill a couple times because of it. And there's been other like anime and manga that's like taken breaks recently or come back recently, like Black Clover. I know that they're preparing for their final arc, so they've been on break for, it's supposed to be for 3 months, and I think they're halfway through that. And also Hunter x Hunter was on hiatus for a long time, but now they're finally coming back with its manga. And then Berserk just got announced that it'll be returning. I believe the author, his best friend, is going to be working with the editors in order to figure out how they're going on with this series. But there's someone on Twitter who the One Piece community puts their faith in, because they translate a lot of the SBSs a lot of the Vivicards and different interviews from Oda. His name is Sandman AP, so I'll read the post that Oda had from Sandman's translation. So it says One Piece will be on break between Jump issue 30 to 33 due to preparation for the upcoming arc, a trip to the US for Netflix TV drama and film Red. Later, Oda gave up on this trip due to COVID-19 spreading. Oda's drawing for Red and Uta's voice actor will be out tomorrow. And then he also says, the pic says some months ago, Oda's editor asked him, why not take breaks for about a month since you're so busy this summer? And Oda replied, what breaks? Don't you know how much my audience waits for my manga? He said, well, I accept that offer. It's pretty funny from Oda. He also says, you're so busy this summer, such as Wano are coming to an end. And finally, and then Oda says, I'd like to revise the story so I can wrap up the final arc as soon as possible. Not sure if Oda meant the final arc will start right after Wano. And there's also a correction. It says the trip Oda planned was going to Africa, not the US. Sorry for the confusion. And he gave up the plan. So what I read from that is that he is going to Africa in order to do some stuff for the Netflix series, and also there's different things that are going on with film Red as well. But the last time that I believe, besides when he got sick about 2 years ago, like the last time Oda did a break from this long had to be from the time skip. And I wasn't even reading One Piece when this happened or watching it at all. That was like 10 to 15 years ago, the last time he had a break this long. And I think Oda deserves it. But one thing that concerns me is the talk about the final arc. Because One Piece, I believe like 2 years ago, Oda said that One Piece was ending in 3 years. And I mean, you could kind of believe him, but the way that Wano went, I don't really believe it anymore, because that was 2 years ago. So now that means One Piece would be ending in 3 years. I think One Piece still has like another 5 to 7 years left, in my opinion. But that just all depends on how Oda writes it. But in terms of Wano, right? Wano, it's been going on for a while, not gonna lie. I don't know if Oda's saying that he's leaving so that he can figure out how to wrap up the Wano arc, because Wano, it only has like 2 to 3 more chapters to, and then in the end, like if he wraps up in 2 to 3 chapters, I feel like there's so much more that he has left to do. There's different mysteries and different things that we haven't had explained yet, in my opinion. And I'll probably do an in-depth video talking about it, but just some stuff off the top of my head, like the Black Blades, what's going on with Zoro, bounties, I think that's important, the road poneglyphs, where were those hidden, and also like what's going on outside of Wano, what's going on with Sabo, what's going on with Kobe and Boa Hancock. And that's just a few things that I think need to be explained, and also like how the world, like the effects of the world happen, like with the Yonko new statuses, like does Luffy, Law, and Kid, do they become Yonko? What does Blackbeard and what does Shanks think about it? What is Emu, the world government? I think all those are important, and I don't think that we can just wrap this up in 2 to 3 chapters. But I will say, Oda, Wano's been an arc. It's my favorite. It might be recency bias, right? Like I might have to like do a rewatch or reread of One Piece in order to see it. But I will say there are some stuff in this arc. Like I feel like Wano had like at its peaks, it was like at its peaks. Like I'll put it up with Ennis Lobby, I'll put it up with Marineford and other like the arcs that are up there. But at the same time, at its lows, it was at its lows, let's be honest, right? And there's been like times in this arc where I think stuff has been kind of accelerated. Like for example, there are different fights that happen off screen. Like Jack was beaten pretty quickly, but like off screen. Perispero was off screen as well. So I didn't really like that. And like stuff that we wanted like more in-depth stuff with, we didn't get. Like for example, Amno Hakabiri, which Enma was hyped up to be the boy to scar Kaido, but Odin did it with 2. And I feel like Amno Hakabiri, the only thing that we got was Momonosuke holding it as he turned older. And also we still gotta have the banquet, like we still gotta figure out who's dead and who's not dead. So you know, for Oda to say like that, I just can't see him ending it in 2 to 3 chapters. I feel like he's going to like leave us with like some shocking reveal. Then after he comes back, that's when he'll end the arc. Personally, I think Wano probably needs probably like 5 to like 10 chapters left. Anywhere between there, I'd be satisfied with. But I guess this confirms that Kaido's no longer getting up, Big Mom's no longer getting up. We're probably done with Kaido flashback, etc. But this begs the question, what's going to happen to the One Piece anime? If you guys didn't know, the anime, for me at least, is hit or miss. When it comes to pacing, the pacing's not the best, but I really think it has a double effect on it when you're watching it weekly. Like for example, if you were to watch Dressrosa weekly, you would say the pacing's really bad. But if you were to binge watch it, like after Dressrosa is complete, so if you were to watch it now, the pacing probably would not be as bad as if you're watching it week to week, because you're just going through binging and it doesn't seem like it's taking forever. And so with Wano was already kind of close. I'd say it was about a year, maybe a year and a half behind the manga. And so with it going on break, they're already like stretching out scenes that is. And I feel like some like out of like the past 10 episodes, probably about like 3 of them where like you can tell some stuff was stretched out, and the other 7 were pretty decently paced. Like especially I think the last episode was good. I think 1015, 1017 were good. But what's going to happen? Like, is the anime going to go on break? Are they going to be adding filler to it? Or are they just going to be stretching stuff out, putting in flashback, extending scenes, etc., which is not good. So I just want to know what's going to happen to the One Piece anime as well. And there's also been news about like the live action. Like they had different review. Like for me, like on this channel, I haven't like really talked about the live action. I may do a video going in depth about my thoughts about it, because I will be reacting to it whenever it comes out. But there's been like different characters been introduced during Geek Week. Like I know Mihawk, Nojiko, Klahadore, Zeph. Those been a couple that's been revealed. They've also revealed some stuff with the sets, and I think the sets look beautiful. The Going Merry, when we saw like different pictures of it, it looked pretty hideous, but in like the recent stuff, it looks beautiful. I saw the Bratier inside and outside. And there was like a couple more sets that I think look pretty darn good. And I'm excited for the live action. That's kind of funny because live actions for anime usually stink. So saying I'm looking forward to it is pretty strange. But to conclude, One Piece going on break, it's not a bad thing. I think Oda deserves it, and if it allows him to revise however I guess he's going to introduce the arc or wrap up Wano, I'm all for it. Change of paces are a good thing. Sometimes you need breaks in order to be your most creative, right? I take breaks from time to time. So it is what it is. It sucks because like there's like 90% of me that's like, yeah, Oda needs a break, but then like the 10% of me is like, what, you don't need a break, just pump out One Piece content, right? But we're all here for it, and I just thought I had to bring this to your attention. There's a lot of stuff going on with One Piece. Film Red, like Utsu's voice actor is going to be revealed. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I can't wait, and I'm here for the ride. On the channel, will probably be, there'll still be One Piece videos. If the anime is still going, probably reacting to that. Probably different theories, different discussions, different analysis. And there'll also be content for like other animes, right? We'll probably branch out and figure out different things we want to go from there. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you guys never saw a new video from me. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. It's on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.